Have you ever wondered what goes into making the trusty suitcase that travels the world with you? Well, today, we're taking you on an exclusive journey deep inside a state-of-the-art luggage factory to uncover the secrets behind how a suitcase is born. From tiny plastic pallets to a finished road-ready product, you're about to see it all. We'll be looking at all kinds, from tough polycarbonate and ABS plastics to classic fabric styles and even sleek aluminum models. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a whole new appreciation for your travel companion. Our journey begins right here, with the raw materials. These bags are filled with tiny plastic pellets, the very building blocks of your suitcase's shell. These pellets, usually PC or ABS plastic, are imported and undergo a strict quality check before they even enter the production line. Technicians test them for color consistency, strength, and purity. Only the pellets that meet the highest standards will make it to the next stage. It has this initial attention to detail that ensures your suitcase will be durable enough to handle the rigors of travel. Now for the exciting part, transformation. These approved pellets are fed into a massive hopper, where they are heated until they melt into a molten liquid plastic. This liquid is then injected with immense pressure into a mold shaped like one half of a suitcase shell. This is called injection molding. The mold is incredibly precise, defining every curve and detail. It's like a giant, high-tech waffle iron, but instead of breakfast, it's creating the foundation of our luggage. The heat and pressure have to be perfectly controlled to ensure the shell has a uniform thickness and no weak spots. Once injected, the mold is transferred to a hydraulic or thermal molding machine. This is where the shell truly takes its final form. Powerful presses clamp down, using a combination of heat and pressure to perfectly shape the plastic. You can see the machine working its magic, pressing the molten material into the exact contours of the suitcase design. This step is critical for giving the shell its distinctive shape and rigidity. After a few moments under pressure, the initial forming process is complete, but it's still incredibly hot. Next, the newly formed shell needs to cool down. It's carefully removed from the mold and placed on a cooling rack. During this cooling process, it solidifies and hardens into the tough, resilient material we're familiar with. Technicians might use specialized jigs to ensure the curvature remains perfect as it cools, preventing any warping. Once it's cool enough to handle, it's time for a trim. Any excess plastic, known as flash, is meticulously trimmed off the edges by a machine or a skilled worker, creating a clean, smooth perimeter that's ready for assembly. But before we move on, every single shell undergoes a rigorous inspection. Using precise measuring tools, quality control experts check all the dimensions. Is the height correct? Is the width exact? Is the curvature consistent? Even a millimeter of deviation can cause problems during assembly, so accuracy here is non-negotiable. Only the shells that pass this meticulous measurement check are approved to continue down the line. It's a testament to the precision engineering that goes into every single piece. While the shells are being made, another part of the factory is busy creating the frame. Depending on the suitcase model, this could be a sturdy aluminum frame or a lighter yet durable plastic one. For aluminum frames, long extrusions are cut to size and then bent into the precise shape needed to join the two shells. The corners are expertly welded or joined, creating a strong, rigid structure. This frame is the backbone of the suitcase, providing the core strength and a mounting point for all the other components. Now, let's talk about the features that make a suitcase truly functional. Over in another section, the components are being prepared. Here, we see the assembly of the telescopic handle. Each section is carefully fitted together to ensure it glides smoothly up and down. Then, the famous 360-degree spinner wheels are attached to their housings. These wheels are engineered for smooth rolling and durability, a crucial feature for navigating busy airports. At the same time, the carry handles are being prepared and the TSA-approved combination locks are being set up, ready to be installed. With all the individual pieces ready, it's time for the grand assembly. This is where the suitcase really starts to look like a suitcase. The front and back shells are brought to the assembly line, along with the frame we saw earlier. Skilled workers carefully align the shells with the frame. The pieces are then securely joined together. Depending on the design, this might involve rivets, screws, or a specialized bonding adhesive. It's a bit like a puzzle, where every piece has to fit perfectly to create a seamless and strong final structure. Next up are the finishing touches that complete the exterior. The locks and hinges are meticulously installed, ensuring the suitcase opens and closes smoothly and securely. Protective corner guards, often made of a tougher material, are added to the most vulnerable points to absorb impact and prevent damage. This is also when the telescopic handle assembly is securely screwed into the back of the suitcase, and the wheels are firmly attached to the base. Each screw is tightened to a specific torque to guarantee it to come loose during its travels. Let's move to the inside. The interior of the suitcase is just as important as the exterior. Large rolls of durable, lightweight fabric are cut into panels that will become reliable. These panels are then skillfully sewn together. Zippers are added to create compartments, and elasticated straps are stitched in to help keep your belongings secure. This completed lining is then carefully fitted and glued into the inside of each shell, giving the suitcase a clean, finished look while protecting your clothes from the hard plastic or metal shell. Now that the suitcase is fully assembled, you might think it's ready to go. But not yet. It first has to survive a series of brutal tests that simulate the worst-case travel scenarios. First up is the rolling test. The suitcase is loaded with weights and pulled by a machine over a conveyor belt with a rough, uneven surface. This test can run for miles, simulating being dragged through airports, over cobblestone streets, and up and down curves, ensuring the wheels and handle can withstand the journey. Then comes the drop test. This is always dramatic to watch. The fully loaded suitcase is hoisted up by a machine and dropped from various heights onto a hard surface. It's dropped on its corners, on its wheels, and flat on its face. This test is designed to see how the shell and the components hold up to the kind of impacts it might experience being handled by baggage crews. The goal is to ensure it doesn't crack or break open, even after a significant fall. But the abuse doesn't stop there. The suitcase also undergoes impact and pressure testing. In one test, a heavy pendulum-like weight is swung into the side of the shell to test its resistance to puncture and impact. In another, the suitcase is placed in a press, and immense pressure is applied to the top, to simulate having other heavy bags stacked on top of it in the cargo hold. All of these tests are designed to push the suitcase to its absolute limit, far beyond what it would normally experience. After surviving the torture chamber, each suitcase undergoes one final, detailed quality control check. A technician will inspect every single aspect. They'll test the zippers to make sure they run smoothly. They'll operate the combination lock several times. They'll extend and retract the handle, and they'll spin every wheel to make sure it moves freely and silently. They're looking for any defect, no matter how small. Only the suitcases that pass this final inspection with a perfect score are deemed ready for sale. As a final step before packaging, a thin, protective plastic film is carefully applied to the surface of hard-shell suitcases. This is to prevent any scuffs or scratches during shipping and handling, so it arrives to you in pristine condition. You know, that satisfying feeling of peeling off the new film? This is where it's put on. Then, the suitcase is placed into a custom-fit plastic bag and put into a sturdy cardboard box. The barcode is scanned to log it into the inventory system, ensuring every piece is accounted for. Finally, the boxed suitcases are stacked on the pallets. These pallets are then wrapped in plastic to keep them stable and secure during transit. Forklifts move the prepared pallets to the loading dock, where they are loaded onto trucks, ready to be shipped to warehouses, retail stores, and ultimately, to travelers all around the world. And that's the incredible journey of how a suitcase is made, from a handful of plastic pellets to a durable, reliable travel partner. I hope you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at the world of luggage manufacturing. It's amazing to see the amount of engineering, precision, and testing that goes into a product we often take for granted. The next time you pack your bags for an adventure, you'll know exactly what it went through to get to you. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this interesting, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into how things are made. See you in the next video.